Hi, boys and girls. Miss Pickowitz here with your science for Tuesday. So we've been talking about sorting our objects by attributes, by physical attributes. We've talked about using observing and using our senses, So scientists observe. That's one of the things that scientists do. And when we observe as scientists, we use our senses. We use our eyes and our nose for smell, and our mouth for taste, our ears for listening, our fingers for touch. And this next one that we're going to sort by is hot and cold. And these are all opposites: big and small, heavy and light, rough and smooth, soft and hard. Everything has been opposites. Hot and cold's the same way. It's the opposite. So you should have already watched the Sesame Street video with Grover and Kermit, where Grover was outside in the snow and he was so cold and he wanted to come inside and he was trying to figure out how he could warm up. So the video was to show you the difference, to help you see one way that things can be hot and cold. You can feel your temperature, your body can feel hot and cold. Outside, the weather, the temperature can be hot or cold. When it's hot, you need to wear, shorts, maybe short sleeve t-shirt or a tank top. You could wear a bathing suit if you're going to the pool or the beach. When it's cold, you're not going to wear those things because then your body will be too cold. You need more clothes on to keep your body warm. So when it's cold outside, you're going to wear pants and long sleeve shirts and jackets. Can also tell things are hot and cold by touch. Sometimes our tongue, not for taste, but our tongue for food and drink items, to see if they're hot or cold, because our tongue is going to also tell us if something is too hot. It'll make our tongue feel numb and it'll hurt. So let's work on sorting. You should have this paper right here. It's a hot and cold sort. And so we're going to cut it off our pieces on the bottom. Just like this. We're going to cut all these off. And we're going to cut on the dotted lines. And I'm going to cut mine right now with you. I'm going to cut off all of our pieces. So I'm cutting on the dotted line because I don't want to cut any of my pictures. Cutting, making my scissors go up and down, up and down, 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 down. All right, now I gotta cut my pictures. Down, down, down. Cutting on the lines. Cutting on the lines. Good. And if you're not done cutting, pause the video and finish cutting. Okay, so if you need to still cut some more, it's fine if you pause and then come back and unpause it when you're done cutting. So I'm going to go over the picture so we know what each one is. We have an igloo. We have a candle. And we have the sun. We have a snowflake. We have a cup of hot chocolate, hot cocoa. And we have, I'm going to say maybe a glass of lemonade or tea. It looks like, yeah, probably lemonade. Those like lemons in it. And it looks like there's some ice cubes in there. So we have on our mat, now that we cut the bottom off, we have hot starts with an H. We have cold, cold. Cold starts with a C. So we are going to glue our pictures under the hot or the cold side. Let me find my glue stick. based on if our item is hot or cold. So let's look at the igloo. The igloo is made out of ice bricks. So do you think the igloo is hot or cold? It's going to be cold. It can only be where it is really cold. An igloo could not be right here. It would melt because it is not cold enough. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my igloo picture, and I'm going to glue it under the cold. Good. Next, let's look at the candle. The candle, it's got a flame on top because you had to light the candle with something to make it start to burn. So yeah, the candle's gonna be hot. You can't touch a candle. No, you touch that part of the candle and it's gonna burn you because it's hot. Very good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back, and then I'm gonna glue it under the hot side. Hot. Good. All right, let's look at snowflake. Yeah, the snowflake is cold. Yes, because it only snows when it's really, really cold outside. Just like in the video with Grover and Kermit, it was snowing outside and he was so cold. So we're going to glue the snowflake next to the igloo under cold. Very good. Let's look at our sun. So when the sun is out and it's bright, it can be hot. Sometimes it might not be that hot. In the wintertime, the sun is out. But I can tell you, you cannot fly to the sun. You cannot land on the sun if you ever could fly that close to the sun because it is too hot. You will burn up. Right, so we're going to glue the sun under hot. The sun's looks like a big ball of fire. It's really a big ball of gas. You'll learn much more about that later. But right now, for us, the sun is hot. And we're going to look at our hot chocolate. Oh, listen to the name, hot chocolate. Yeah, it's going to be hot. And I'm going to tell you something else. These little lines coming out the top, that's supposed to be steam. So that would mean that it's really, really hot. So we're going to glue that under the hot. We've got one drink left, and if there's ice cubes in it, probably means it's a cold drink because ice is cold. And you put ice in your drinks to make it cold. So we're going to glue that under the cold side. Good job, boys and girls. That is our science for today. We are sorting by attributes by today, hot and cold. I will see you later. Bye, boys and girls.